Hey y'all, it's your girl Ashia Dimiya in my kitchen at my parents' house, and I'm going to teach you all how to make my favorite pizza recipe. It is a low-carb cauliflower crust pizza, and I think it's the perfect treat for you if you're just sitting at home one day and you're really hungry and you want something that's not gonna completely bust your diet, but it'll be low carb and it'll be delicious. Okay, so here are all your ingredients. Obviously, you want to have your cauliflower head. You're going to need a half of one. Your grater. You're going to need your fresh mushrooms. You're going to need some low moisture, part skim mozzarella cheese. Get your sauteed onions. Get your Prego sauce or ragu, whatever sauce you prefer. Your tomatoes, and you're going to need 1 egg. And you can also add garlic and anchovies or whatever trapping you like on pizza. You can add it to this, but I just prefer to stay pretty relatively healthy. Alright, so you're ready to begin. You should have your cauliflower head like this one, and you can just go ahead and peel this part off because you're not going to eat this part and it will not be involved in your pizza. So bits of cauliflower. Okay, so now that you've grated your cauliflower, it should look something like this. Let's see. See this? See how it looks? This is how it should look. What you want to do is get a microwavable bowl, alright? And you want to, and you're also going to add your Parmesan cheese here. I'm sorry, not Parmesan cheese, but you could if you want to. Mozzarella cheese, as well as your 1 egg. Use 2.5 cups of this cauliflower into this microwavable bowl. I'm going to measure that out for you right now. I have 3 cups right here. I'm going to go ahead and use it all because, I have no use for it. You're going to add 1 1/4 cup of your mozzarella cheese here. And the bag itself contains 2 cups, so, and what's left is probably 1/4 cup. So we're just going to dump it in there. You don't have to beat it before you put it in there. You can just go ahead and dump it on in there. You can also add your salt and pepper right here if you'd like. Once you have all this together, you want to just start mixing it up. And just so now that I've mixed it up a little bit, before I go any further, I'm going to put that bowl into the microwave for about 8 minutes. You could have done that step before you started mixing in things, but it's okay. It'll still have the same effect. So I just took this out of the microwave. I only let it go for 5 minutes because you're supposed to keep an eye on it pretty closely. You can, and then check in on it and stir it and see how it's coming. I looked in on it and it looks like it's coming along just fine. You can't see the steam coming off of it, but it's just fine. So I went ahead and took it out. Now I'm going to let it cool for a minute, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn my turn my oven on 425 degrees, and then I'm going to line my pan with this bad boy right here, okay? I'm going to use that, and not wax paper because you don't want a fire, right? Cool, awesome. Alright, this is the pan that I'm using for this cauliflower pizza. What you want to do is get some cooking spray and spray the paper. This is to prevent burning and sticking to the paper. So now this is kind of cooled off, your concoction here. Ooh, it's still pretty hot. Woo! Burn my fingers! I'm just going to smooth and press it out into your crust. Just pushing in until it gets kind of thin. Okay. You don't want any holes like that. You see that hole right there? You don't want that hole. You want to make sure it's a nice, flat, even sheet. Alright. See how flat I've gotten it? That looks really good. So now you're going to take the same spray, cooking spray, and you're going to spray it over the top of it. So that way it'll get stiff like you like it. I'm going to go ahead and place it into the oven for about 15 minutes. Of course, you want to keep checking on it to make sure it's not burning, just to make sure everything is going correctly, okay? Okay, so now we've taken it out of the oven. We had it in for 15 minutes, and now the crust is going to be a little bit more stiff, like actual pizza crust. So now, you're going to prego, Fresh Monkey Garden Mushroom Supreme. But again, you can use, pouring it on. There we go. I like this one more, the chunky garden. Like that. It has mushrooms in there. That's nifty. Spread it out like a regular pizza. You guys know this part. The hardest part is just, you know, making the cauliflower crust itself. So I have some fresh mushrooms here that I've already cut up, and I have some Roma tomatoes cut up. So the only thing that really has fat in this recipe is the cheese itself. So if you buy the low-fat mozzarella cheese, you're going to cut down on the fat and so on and so forth. But cauliflower is a negative calorie food. Don't feel too bad. This is way healthier than what it would be with a greasy pizza. This is way, it's up to you and how many mushrooms you have. You know, onions on here. Just going to sprinkle them on there. Your kids involved and let them decorate their own pizza. Tomatoes. Put them randomly on here. I'm going to add some more cheese to top the whole thing off, which of course is going to add more fat, but hey, we'll be okay. Sprinkle. Recipe calls for a quarter cup of oven for another 10 minutes, and make sure you keep an eye on it. Smells good. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! It's definitely sizzling right now. How delicious. If you had smell-o-vision right now, how delicious! See that texture? It's beautiful. This is so delicious right there. Alright, so the pizza is done, and that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and cut into this my nice little pizza wheel, and if I could share, I would, but you know, it's not how this works, right? No. So, talk to you guys later. I'm going to be chowing down.